life. That's who I am.
When I catch them out, like I said,
Anywhere you take it, anywhere you shake it.
if I got to get to a guy, if I got to jump to a guy, if I got to do this. So every single time I touch the
it'd be
ball,
nice
I
too.
want to send that ball to give myself the best position to get it. Yeah, I mean, you're skating around a little bit today, so I think being able to take hits and feed and really help me with my first touchdowns for sure. It's a lot easier to stay up.
No, I mean, they've talked about this, like, if I can help in different spots I can, as far as I can help. If I'm capable of help defensively,
Favorite NHL hockey
there's no doubt about it. I can help me help.
And do you prefer playing defense over offense?
No, I mean, I love playing tight end. I mean, then again, I'm just there to help whatever you do.
Okay, does being here, feel like a validation of that position change that you made?
Yeah, I mean, it's super exciting to be here. Super exciting to be a part of this with everybody. And
I think Patrick
just coming from where I come from, a small town like that, it's humbling.
What's the draft process been like for you so far?
It's a lot of meetings, a lot of meeting people, a lot of just basically proving who you really are to people what they think. Just trying to confirm thoughts or disprove thoughts.
Peter, you're doing the full.
What's that? I don't know. The goal wasn't to impress NFL scouts. The goal was to go out there with the rest of the guys and do it the right way at the end of it. I felt like sitting out of that game. I was advised to by agents, and I didn't feel comfortable doing that. It's something I couldn't go to sleep at night. Yeah, I mean, in big ways, one way or another, yes.
Peter, you're doing all the workouts?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
So what are you hoping that shows teams that didn't show up on film or can emphasize what you've already shown?
I mean, the film's out there. The film is what it is. I'm just going out there. I mean, I'm doing this for. I owe it to myself to do this. I owe it to my family to do this. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. I'm going out there. I'm going to do everything.
Hey, there's preparation. So, Austin Hayville or practicing.
I haven't been home for I've been in Dallas for 2 months, so I can't attest to that. But I'm sure as hell like Austin Hayville's been one. It's been super cool. Me and Tommy actually trained in Dallas together. We stayed together through it, and it's just having those two by my sides. It's been those are my best. Those are guys that I go to Greg with over there.
Are you doing what Steel's doing? You're telling teams that you guys are all connected to do. You got to go together.
I'm not doing that. I didn't know it was a thing until now, but that doesn't make it a surprise me coming from him.
You can look at the tight end advantages.
No, I didn't think that was. No, not at all.
When you think about your path, what stands out?
I'm happy I stuck with it. I'm happy I stayed there. I think now day and age, you're going to find a lot of different things. You're not going to find anybody stay for that long and sticking out like me and Tommy did for Steel, for example. You're just not going to find that kid's going to leave on the player. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we wanted to play early, but we trusted what they were preaching to. We bought it in the program that we are now. Say that again? Man, I think that I don't think you can measure what's inside of me. I don't think you can measure the kind of person I am. I don't think you can measure how good of a football player I'm just scratching the surface to really be.
Where do you think you?
I'm going to do everything you want me to do exactly how it should be done every single time with everything I got. No, I've not been to Vegas yet.
Have you been to Buccaneers?
Yeah.
Is that formal or informal? How was it meeting with Todd Bowles and some of the other guys in the circuit?
Super cool. That was a great interview. I mean, those were my kind of guys in there. Yeah, it went really well.
How do you feel like Ohio State's really prepared you for this moment, regardless if you came in as a defensive lineman, linebacker, or fighter?
I think going to Ohio State gives you the best jump to start your life, start your NFL career, everything else. It prepares you for everything that we could do here. Coach Bailey, all the strength coaches. Like, it's just those relationships I'll have for the rest of my life and cherish forever.
Where do you think you grew the most last year?
I think I've grown. I think the game slowed down for me. I think I grew up to embrace the moment a little bit more, and enjoy yourself instead of being always so tight and trying to think what's next, what's next. I mean, I'm still trying to take that step to be able to enjoy what you're doing.
Did Keenan help elevate that?
No, he's the worst at it.
He's a warrior. Super intelligent, great man.
Yeah, I met with him last night. Another unbelievable meeting. It means so much to go back with CJ. I mean, we were captains together 2 years ago. And he was from Rancho Cucamonga, California. I'm from Mansfield, Ohio, polar opposite sides of the world. I couldn't tell you how much respect and how close I really was with that guy, just for his pure knack of wanting to win, and my pure knack of wanting to win. I'd love nothing more to go reunite with him.
Yeah, I mean, I just think he knows the game so well. He knows what he is doing. He knows the rules of the game. He makes the right reads, and he makes the correct checks.
Right. I mean, then again, you're not going in the season looking to put up numbers. I'm looking to go win ball games. And doing what I did as a tight end at Ohio State, I was happy with, especially with all the weapons, like you say, around. Again, at the end of the day, it's really, if I catch one ball, if I catch 5 balls, if I catch 10 balls, like, if we're not winning ball games, it doesn't matter. Just be yourself. It's got you here this far, and stay true to what you know, and don't try and change just because you're in a different position.
Mansfield, right? Northeast Ohio has a lot of football talent, but there's not a lot of football time in Mansfield. Was it easy to put that in a small town?
Right, so much. I mean, I didn't go to a private school like some of these guys did. I went to my public school, and we did special things there, football and basketball, and to be able to put that, to give that town a bigger name, and tell people, hey, man, Lexington, Ohio, Mansfield, Ohio, like that's a place people know now, and that's super special to me because that's what raised me.
Hey, you said your agents didn't want you to play in the Cotton Bowl. Was what happened with you a year earlier in the Peach Bowl in your mind at all there? Obviously, you have an obligation to talk to your team, but also an obligation to yourself, your family, your future family.
The obligation to the team was big. I mean, that is the obligation to myself. And the obligation to myself was to stay true to what we know. And if you asked me 5 years ago, hey, you get an opportunity, you're going to go to the draft here, but you got to skip this game. I'd be like, I'm not skipping. That's not me. I'm not skipping the game. 5 years, I just want to get on the field and play, and I'm not going to miss one opportunity to win.
Do you think your experience playing defense has helped make you a better, more well-rounded tight end?
Yeah, I see things through a different lens sometimes. As far as angle-wise, we're back at set, coverage-wise. I mean, you got to know how things are going to unfold since you can over that a little bit quicker.
What was it like watching the rivalry with Michigan kind of flip?
Say that again.
What was it like watching the rivalry with Michigan flip over the course of your time at Ohio State? And where do you think it stands right now?
Yeah, I was expecting a lot. Prepared with a lot of.
I don't like you already. But that's all right. It's a good question. I think that we put a lot of effort into that now. We came up short the last 2 years, 3 years now.
Ready for anything with these guys.
I heard that something's going to stick with me the rest of my life. There's no doubt about that. I thought we turned over every stone we could to be able to win that ball game. They won it. I got nothing else to say, but that's where we're at.
What do you think the future with Ohio State and what they've done this offseason?
I mean, it looks like they've made good strides. But then again, I mean, it only comes down to that day, so the best team on that day is going to win the ball game.
Hey, let's let you call one play. What are you calling and why?
I'm probably calling a tight end screen, just because I get the ball out quick, and let's get rolling.
Tight end screen?
Do you
You have a dream draft scenario?
No, I'd be super happy. Anybody give me a chance to go play, I'll be happy as hell.
Did you know the Steelers?
I'm not.
Gabe, you said when we were talking before the Cotton Bowl, you kind of predicted that Jolene Thurman was going to have a big role. He's out there at the start of the game, and then I guess maybe just the way that game unfolded, that wasn't part of it. Well, again, anything you see from him in the last few months as he's heading into this spring that tells you what might be ahead for him?
He's a very talented kid.
I'm going to show my exposure.
I haven't been there, so I couldn't tell you exactly what's going on. But I know the kid has the talent to do it. If he gets his mind in the right place, he'll be good.
Okay, what's the hardest part of farming and farm life?
he played at Michigan. He cares a whole bunch about the place. He's gonna be a phenomenal line coach. I can't wait to see the way his career continues to trend because he's just an awesome coach. It was just a lot of fun. Like a lot of good teammates. Some ups and downs. I feel like I was definitely a captain there my junior year, and definitely cared a lot about the place. And yeah, just looking back, like I gave it my everything. Definitely, would have liked to, do some things maybe a little different, and win some more games and stuff like that. But I wouldn't change that experience for the world. And I know a lot of people in Bloomington still love me and care about me and my success. To be honest with you, I can't really speak to that. I'm not really sure. I know that me personally, I gave my best effort every single day. I think, we had a great year in 2020, and then just maybe injuries, maybe complacency. I mean, can't really put your finger on it, but I wish it didn't turn out that way. Mike? Playing Indiana? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely different. A game that I kind of circled for sure. It was unique experiences because I knew a lot of the guys, and there was a lot of turnover too with different players, but definitely a game that was circled on the calendar and that kind of had some heavy emotions going into it. It was fun. What's that? Yes. So much. I wrestled since I was probably in first grade till about ninth grade. The leverage, the toughness, mentally and physically. When you're out there wrestling, if you lose, it's on you. If you win, it's on you. And as a young kid, that's a lot to handle. And I feel like one thing too is just wrestling parents are crazy. So like, you have to prepare you for some stuff too.
Based off of what you saw out of during 1 year, what do you think it's going to take for Michigan to kind of sustain?
What do I think for them to sustain? I think just keep on doing what they're doing, keep recruiting the same kids that they're recruiting. I mean, we don't get 15 five-star guys. We get a select few guys that are going to come in and work extremely hard and be tough as nails, and play with pride and play as a team. When your running back's on the ground, you better run over there and pick him up. If there's your teammate on the other sideline, you better go over there and escort him off the sideline. And I think they better, they're going to keep that stuff going. With Coach Moore at the helm and the rest of the coaches they got, I know that they'll keep that tradition going.
Hey Jay, have you met with the Cowboys this week?
Yes.
Was that formal or informal?
Informal.
What do you think about the Cowboys? How did that meeting go?
Yeah, I mean, I think really highly of them. I know Coach Wells through Peyton Hendershot. He was actually working out Peyton, and I met him back at Indiana. And I think really highly of their team and their tight end room. I mentioned Scooney and Peyton and Jake Ferguson and Sean. So definitely a lot of Big Ten guys, and the Michigan tight end room is definitely paying a lot of attention to those guys and watching them on film.
EJ, what do you expect to see for next year?
Yeah, I think, just continue to be an absolute dog. Colson's a tremendous player. Brady's a tremendous player. Marlin. They got freshmen, Zach Marshall. Just continue to keep the tradition going of having great tight ends at Michigan. And I know that they'll continue to keep the standard high and do a great job.
How about your thoughts about Justin Tress?
Jay Tress? Yeah, I'm super happy for Jay Tress. He's going to do an awesome job. I know he's learned so much from Herb. I know all the guys respect him. He brings a lot of enthusiasm. He's another Pittsburgh guy like Herb. So I think he's going to do an awesome job.
How can he find his own? Is it just trying to emulate what Herb did? Because, I mean, you hear the way everyone talks about it.
But, do his thing, too. I think, everyone's different. You can't, try and be somebody that he's not. So I think, when he's continued to do what got him to that position, it's going to, continue the success going. And I think he's going to do an awesome job.
Every sort of is his thing. What does differentiate him?
Yeah, I think, just the way he builds a relationship with all the guys and his enthusiasm also. Like, he's going to take the time to get to know all the guys and, let them know that he cares about them. And he's also going to be hard on them, too, and hold them accountable and make sure that they take care of the little details.
You played with both J.J. McCarthy and Michael Penix. Who do you think goes earlier in the draft?
Who do I think goes earlier? I mean, I'm not a GM, so I think whoever does go earlier and whoever goes after, they're both going to do an awesome job. And I do know that they're both really talented prospects and they're going to have really good careers.
Why do you think Michigan transfer too?
Yeah, I think I just fit in with the culture. I mentioned I'm a hard worker, and I wanted to go somewhere where I could win. They had fallen short the year before in the semifinal, and it was like, if you come here, it's national championship or bust, and I was all for that.
How much did you know about Michigan coming out of high school as a group of Midwest guys?
Yeah, a whole bunch. I knew that they had, a bunch of guys that were from Ohio, like Desmond Howard, and had a lot of good success. It's a program that has so much tradition, won a lot of national championships, won the most Big Ten championships, and won the most games of all time. So, what can you ask for than that?
Can you give us, you mentioned Michael Penix, can you give us your Penix sort of scouting report?
Tremendous deep ball. He can just absolutely rip it. Lefty quarterback, does some different things, roll him out left. Really good athlete. And I do remember that he was a really good dancer. Anytime in the locker room, that kid can dance. And he's just a really good leader, too, and a really fun person to be around. Like I said, I think we'll have tremendous success.
Have you met with the Bengals?
You guys have Sam LaPorta kind of nixed that thought. Just what did you think of his season? And when you look at him, how much do you appreciate the success that he had and you take with his game?
Yeah, I think, he was a guy that, went in there and took advantage of his opportunity. I think, anytime you turned on the TV, the ball was around him, he was making plays with it. And I think a big thing that stood out to me was he had that knee injury, I think, late in the playoffs, and, he toughed it out, played through it, and that's something that I can always respect, just go out there for your dudes, and if you're not 100%, still going at it and doing your best.
Michigan's had some great tight ends come out. You're one of them. But next man up, Colston Loveland. Any other players who are going to be kind of next man up?
Yeah, I think Marlon Klein, Zach Marshall, the freshman, Deacon, really any of them. I feel like when you're at Michigan, you're going to be challenged and pushed every day in practice, so that's going to make the game, hopefully that much easier. And I think, whoever steps up, they're going to do an awesome job. And I think, they have the depth to do it collectively also. It's not going to have to be just Colston or just Max. They have depth, and whoever's out there is going to do an awesome job.
I think you said you're a complete tight end. When you're talking to NFL teams, are they focused more on your blocks?
Yeah. Not really. I feel like, that's just something where, Michigan asked me to block, and I went in there and I did the best I could and did a really good job. And then also, too, when I was at Indiana, there was questions about, can this kid block? And it was kind of like, whatever I'm asked to do, I'm going to do a really good job at it. And I think, when given the opportunity in passing game, I'm going to make a lot of plays, too. And it was kind of just one of those things where I was, I was asked to catch the ball, too, but, I was asked to block more, and I just, did that.
How much untapped potential do you think you have?
A lot. I mentioned I'm a young guy. I feel like I'm still growing into my body. And I feel like with the right opportunity, I feel like I could be a really, really good player on Sunday and a really good tight end in the passing game. And I think, I'm going to work my hardest to do that. And I know that, myself, I do everything I can to make sure I'm a great player. And I feel like, it's going to keep paying off. Yeah. I mentioned the Cowboys tight end room with all those Big Ten guys, Jeremy Shockey, Travis Kelce, Cleveland guy. I watch a lot of Cole Kmet. Really, I watch a lot of NFL film just because going through this process, you don't know where you can end up, and you want to know who's in their tight end room and what you think of those guys.
You met with the Bengals?
Bengals, yes.
How'd that meeting go?
Good. They're one of their scouts, and I think they have a good opportunity for a tight end. They probably need a tight end.
NFL radar just from last year. Which one this year do you feel like a dream?
I feel like when I first got to college.
I just wanted to ask you about Jay Daniels and what's it going up against him in practice?
Man, it was elite. Jay is very, very special. We kind of both got similar stories. Transferred from a not smaller school, but you transferred to a place like there is special. So playing with Jade and then us competing was was really special.
Is there something about his game that maybe isn't obvious, and the speed, his running ability is obviously obvious to everybody, but that you can see it because of going up against him so much that maybe stands out to you?
I would probably say the whole 9 yards, from his deep ball to running skills, reading the defense.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with 49ers.
As well.
Awesome, thank you.
Where do you see yourself in an NFL defense? Where do you see yourself playing on an NFL defense?
I see myself really anywhere they need me to. So,
Do you get any interview questions that you maybe weren't expecting so far?
no sir.
Nothing weird, nothing like out of left field? So we saw in the NFL this year, offense is going from the spread to more compressed. Guys within the two wideouts on either side only within about 20 yards of each other, especially with the 49ers. How does that affect you as a safety? How does that affect you coming out of the backfield from the secondary? What are you clocking when you see a really tight formation like that?
Just
This year,
deeper routes. I would probably say that, and max shots.
Is there any one NFL quarterback in particular you're looking forward to intercepting?
Really, any one of them. So I'm for that person.
Beautiful. All right. So when you clock someone motioning out of the backfield, or maybe they're coming across from the wideout spot, what are you doing? What are you looking for? Is there any tell where you're like, okay, they're just trying to suss out what we're running, or they're actually going to jet sweep this? Like, can you tell when a guy's actually running with a purpose versus when he's running across the backfield, just trying to figure out what you're looking at?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So most teams just run the same routes, just run it from the different formations. So it just comes with some film study.
I appreciate you, Andrew. What do you think of the top 3 wide receivers in the NFL? The top 3 toughest to cover?
Tyreek Hill.
so that's definitely important.
Justin Jefferson.
I mean, also just
And
kind of just
I'll probably say Jamar Chase.
gotta be a ball guy.
On my craft would be he run it from I think it was TD a while ago. At the combine, what number did he have on the side of the ball? No, because I have.
What number is LeBron competing at the combine?
Shout out to Ryan Staff and I'll probably have like 40 on the vertical. Probably like 10, yeah, 11. I would probably say in person.
Okay. What can you tell me about racing against Matthew Bowling? I know you probably wouldn't want to say that you're going against anyone else.
Nah, yeah, before I raced him, it was like, damn, I'm going to beat it. Like, I didn't really know how bad I was. I raced him. Oh, yeah, man. You think I get over that and downplay. That's what I was saying. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's real, to be honest. You know, like a theory that I pictures.
Yeah, like, have you ever seen a baby fish leave an older guy? That's what I'm saying.
But like Hawks and stuff, I think maybe like
I feel like Hawks might be real, but also like they're really just there for everything.
I'm always been just making everyone.
I mean, they just have like a little tank in there. They fly south, it's really good to get maintenance.
So where's your bird poop made of? The simple fact is now that I have that in there.
They grind all the food in there.
They grind the ball.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's white. It's just
that was just my first edition. No, they never.
yeah, big space is real. I think it's like a projection.
Yeah, I thought it was in that place. Like, I think it's just learning coaching. It sounds like I really didn't know too much about coaching.
What's more impressive was
Rock shooters,
alignment,
like, you know,
jumping 40 inches.
One of my game of football was probably just the big jump on 40. Yeah.
I appreciate you, David. Where do you see yourself on a NFL defense?
I play anywhere, like what you call it? I feel like I play any of the DBs. I just play both sides. I feel like the way the ball is now.
So you said with the rep play outside,
speed quarterback, or like I think guys are fast. I like both. Really, I like playing someone faster than like it's all about speed and I'll probably say the technique that you use.
and then you think that
So I feel like I'm
you fit in on
technician.
special
Everybody's I play. I feel like that's where my game is into today's game.
Hey, Tyler, how's it going?
Feel very good. How are you?
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Ready for some rapid fire?
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
All right. Deion Sanders and Champ Bailey.
Deion.
Man or zone?
Man.
Interception or forced fumble?
Interception.
Who would play in a movie about you in your life? Who would play you in a movie about you?
Who would play me?
Yeah.
My best friend, Jay Sean.
All right. Best trash talker you faced in college?
What's the receiver that plays for Tampa Bay? Palmer.
Okay. Favorite interception return?
The Georgia game. I think it was like first quarter. Favorite one, just went out and took it away. Favorite one right there.
Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Star Trek or Star Wars?
I never watched either one of them, but Star Wars looks more interesting.
All right. What's your favorite strategy for shutting down number one receiver?
Favorite strategy? Probably play just top down on them because receivers like to make big plays, get the long big play touchdown. So probably just top down, take that away from them. So.
To be what we're going to be in the future, but yeah. Most definitely. Over the past 4 years, I've had 4 different position coaches and 3 different defensive coordinators, and so schemes haven't changed too much, but wording definitely has. And I know this past season, coaches trying to make it simpler. It definitely got more confusing, like with terminology and things. But it's just helped me with my ability, with talking to scouts about their playbook, or really learning the Senior Bowl, playbooks, and whether it was special teams or defense. So yeah. Yeah, like it's everything that scouts said. I've played it before, it's just different terminology. So yeah.
We got time for one last question.
What was that? Great QB. We felt like we can make some plays on the ball. We know that, their last games, well, Harbaugh wasn't also coaching that game, so we're going to just, try to, we feel like they're going to try to do what they did to Penn State, which is in the second half, just run the ball. So we felt like if we stopped the run, then we'd be fine. We got some opportunities to make a play on the ball. We didn't quite, make all the plays we should have. I dropped a pick early in the game, and there were some balls thrown up that we probably got our hands on. But I mean, he's a good player. He's a winner, as you see with his record through past his career. But yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
We do rapid fire.
Okay.
Just the first response you come up with, right?
Okay.
All right. I'm posing it. Hold on, sorry. Deion Sanders or Champ Bailey?
Champ Bailey.
Man coverage or zone?
Man.
Interception or forced fumble?
Interception.
Who play you in a movie about your life when you're retired?
I don't know.
Kevin Hart.
Best trash talker you faced on top.
I say the receiver from Alabama, number 3.
Best or favorite interception return that you remember?
I really haven't had too many returns, but I had a lot of interceptions. So I say 2 years ago, Liberty versus game-winning interception versus Gardner Webb.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
What's your what?
Waffles. I'm a waffle guy.
What's your favorite strategy for shutting down a top wide receiver?
It's more about a want to. You gotta have confidence. I feel like I can check anybody because I played corner my whole career, and now I'm moving to safety. So in the nickel, it's like you just gotta have a corner mindset, and confidence is number 1. Confidence is key.
You talk to the game.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I talk interest about playing safety.
Yeah, that's most of all 32, nickel and safety. Yes, sir.
You know anything about Mike Hilton playing nickel in Cincinnati?
I heard of him, seen him a little bit, but not really. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Overall, just a great opportunity to be a better person, a better player at the end of the day.
Do you have any specific goals for this week?
Just come out here and prove myself. That's it. I just want to come out here and have fun, dog myself. Nothing else. I don't know. We think, you too crazy.
Is there one particular drill that you're really hoping to nail? And if so, what is it? What's the number?
All of them. All of them. I feel like I got it a little bit, honestly. So I'm coming in with a chip on my shirt. I just want to come out here and prove what I can do.
Where do you think that doubt comes from?
For 6 years at Ohio State, how do you feel like that kind of helps you prepare for the next level?
It helps a lot. I've seen so many different schemes. I've learned so many different things from them. I mean, a lot of it is the same, but turns may be different. But I've seen a lot. I know a lot. So I feel like that's helped me over time just mature and grow as a player and learn.
For 6 years at Ohio State, how do you feel like that kind of helps you prepare for the next level?
It helps a lot. I've seen so many different schemes. I've learned so many different things from them. I mean, a lot of it is the same, but turns may be different. But I've seen a lot. I know a lot. So I feel like that's helped me over time just mature and grow as a player and learn this game like I wanted to.
Do you feel like all the adversity you had to go through at Ohio State, all those ups and downs, have kind of prepared you for the challenges you might face at the next level?
Definitely. I've been through a whole bunch of adversity. 6 years at Ohio State, 6 different coordinators. So it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's definitely helped me just grow. I'm sure.
What NFL defensive back reminds you most of you?
Not a lot about this. I'll probably say Derwin James. He's solid on the sideline. You can put him in the box. He's not afraid to be physical. And just all around good safety. Great player.
What's the biggest things you want NFL teams to know about you?
I want to know I love this game. I have a passion for it, and there's nothing I wouldn't do to step out on that field and give me my all every
Do you think you're better playing closer to the line of scrimmage or playing center field?
I think I can do both. There's nothing I don't think I can do. I can't do, actually. So I feel like I can. You put me in the box, like I said, I'm not scared to go make a play, get in there with the lineman, get a running back if I need to, and I can run sideline to sideline with receivers. So that's no problem.
You feel like you're somebody who, if you need to early on, can really find a spot on special teams just with your general athleticism?
Oh, for sure. Going through Ohio State, that's what it's just like the league. You got to go on special teams to get on the field. And I started on special teams for about 4 or 5 years. So it's nothing new to me. I mean, I take it as I get it. I'm not going to shy away from anything. I'm just going to take every opportunity that I can to show you that I'm a good team player.
Who are some of the young guys in the Ohio State secondary people haven't seen a lot of yet that they should be excited to see?
I definitely say Malik Harford for one, safety, 25, and Jermaine Matthews. He got a little bit of playing time last year, but I feel like he's definitely going to show up this year when he gets somewhere.
How do you think the season kind of went for Malik? He got a lot of hype in the preseason. He had some ups and downs. How did you see it?
I think he's going to be okay. He's a young player. Freshman year is always the toughest that transition coming out of high school. And he was competing with older guys. It's not always easy, but he was still in the conversation. So that tells you a lot about him and the way he goes about his business.
What are maybe the biggest things that you would like tell a young guy starting college football now to follow your journey?
Probably the biggest thing is time management and listening to the ones that want to help you, not trying to figure it out on your own.
Would you rather have an interception or a big hit and force fumble? Which one would you rather have?
Hey, whatever helps my team win, it doesn't matter.
You know, people that are going to say, you're old for someone who's an NFL draft prospect. Do you feel like you can use your age to your advantage in terms of your maturity?
I do. Like I said, I've been through so much adversity. It's not like I'm new to this. I'm used to it. And just maturing over time, I feel like that's able to help me slow the game down. And nothing is too fast. I'm able to understand different schemes, understand like what's going on, what the offense wants to give to us.
You play against so many NFL wide receivers at this point. How does that feel like that helps you, with your development and feel like you can do anything you want on that field?
It's helped dramatically, honestly. Zone 6, practice against Zone 6 every day. I've seen anybody from Terry McLaurin to Jackson to everybody. So it's a blessing in disguise, honestly. It might be tough in practice, but you get out on the field, you don't see many people much better than all those guys.
Who's the toughest receiver you had to go against to practice at Ohio State?
That's a tough one. I used to play some nickel, so I'd probably say, definitely had to be Gary. He's just a dynamic player. He's just a dynamic player. The routes, the way his speed, his body control, he's hard to guard, honestly.
What's the league getting in Josh Brown?
League is getting a passionate guy who loves football, man, and would do anything to play this game and give my team all, honestly.
You talking about you testing well for the last 6 years. You get to the combine, you're going to test well. You finally be here. What's that like?
It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. Like I've been here. I wanted this for as long as I can remember, and it's been a lot. It's been a lot over the years, and I'm just happy to be here and show what I can do. That's all I want to do is prove myself.
Do you have numbers in mind for what you're going to do, what you're going to do?
I just wait and see. But I'm definitely going to shock some people. Definitely will. That's my plan.
Josh, you mentioned you played nickel. How much do you like that challenge of being inside?
I love it. Whether I'm close to the line or in the back end, it doesn't matter. I just like to be on that field, give them all.
Do you feel like you're stronger inside or outside?
Either one. I'm a competitive player. I don't like to lose. So you teach me, I'm going to learn it. I'm going to do my best to try to give you my all.
Who's your favorite nickel in the league?
I like to watch CJ Gardner. I just like the tenacity he brings to the game. He's going to talk his mess and get after you every play. So I like that.
Josh, did you talk to T-Mac and Ronnie about their process?
A little bit, not much. I know those guys are kind of dealing with the rookie wall. It's a little different, so I just kind of let them handle that. But I talked to them a couple times. Like I said, they just told me to enjoy the process. It was finally here, and I deserved it. So, hey, I'm just going to do that and do my best again to show what I can do.
Have you met with the Vegas Raiders yet? I don't know if you could fit in that offense.
No, I have not yet. I haven't watched much tape on the Raiders yet. So. We'll see. I mean, if not tomorrow, definitely Friday. We haven't measured in yet. I think tomorrow.
Brock, what do you think about the new college football game? And what overall you think it would have been? What do you think about the new college football game? What overall do you think it would have been?
I don't know. I think it's pretty cool that they're letting everyone in the game and it's being any games for this week.
Who do you think should be on the cover?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, tight end's a prime position right now to be, and I'm just glad it's now. Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty good yards after catch.
Hey, we need to stop on
just able to make good plays.
cameras out here.
I mean, just turning good plays and great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, they just kind of talked to me, said I mean, just help me through some things because injuries are always tough. And,
I mean, I just wanted to come back and play, so it's kind of worked out.
Brock, who have you met with so far?
I don't know. It's hard to remember all the teams. About 15 teams.
Brock is one of those 15 teams.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think he did great. He was awesome. I love having him around, and he helped out.
Rookie season with Sam Florida had. How does that give account for thoughts about what maybe you can do?
Yeah, we watched a bunch of filming him at Georgia, kind of film study and see what he does good. And, yeah, I mean, it was awesome to watch a really tight end come in there and ball out.
What does he do well?
He does a lot of little things. Well, I mean, route running wise, just gets open. I mean, that's what you're going to do.
Are you a how's he guy?
I mean, I grew up watching Gronk. I love watching Gronk, and I mean, he's kind of like a huge role model, I guess, for me. Just looking at him while I've grown up, and I also love watching Caleb and Kelsey.
Brock had a chance to talk to Brock.
A little bit too.
Brock, is it important for you to be a top 10 pick?
I mean, not really. Just a pick. I mean, I just want to go to a place I'm wanted and really be used, and just hopefully have a good rookie season. I've met with the Bengals, and I think one of the things I get pulled upon is kind of secondary action when I'm blocking, like getting engaged with somebody and they spin or something, and just be able to reset and re-engage.
And how do you think your game translates to the Bengals?
I mean, hopefully well. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, I just remember him being just a freak athlete, big dude, fast. And, I mean, he was tough to bring down for our defense over there, and I mean, he's a baller. So yeah, it's exciting.
Are the Patriots one of the teams?
No, I haven't know that. Yeah.
Brock,
I'm not.
Brock, are teams asking you about your ankle?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it was an injury that happened this year, so they're obviously asking about it and everything. But yeah, it's 100%.
Brock, I don't know.
Yeah, I met with the Bears, and love watching Cole Kmet. I mean, he does a great job in all aspects of the game, being tight end. So yeah, be excited.
Brock, to that point, Luke Getsy is in Las Vegas now, and he was really instrumental in helping Cole Kmet. How do you feel like you could help your development as well?
Yeah, I think just all those guys at the next level will bring something different, and just be able to develop my game in new ways, and hopefully translate me and get me integrated into the next level. I mean, that's tough to say. I like catching the ball, like just in the flat and stuff, and making things happen. I mean, that's fun to me. Yeah, I met with the Broncos, and I thought it went well and everything, and yeah, I mean, I'd be excited to do what I want to do.
Brock, you said it's the Super Bowl. You'd like to maybe stay in the South, place like Tennessee, place like Atlanta. What was it about the South that you liked kind of playing there?
I don't know. It was just kind of fun. I just like being out there, and yeah.
You met with any of those teams yet? You tried to expand on that with them?
Yeah, I met with a couple of those teams down there, and yeah.
Brock, when you met with the Bears, did you do a little competition drill? Guards or
Oh, I didn't get to do that. No, I wish. Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, I put some good things on film, blocking wise too. So, I mean, yeah, they can obviously help me a lot with technique, and I'm willing to see how it translates to the next level. Yeah, I mean, I'd just say, well, one of the things, for example, is like secondary action, like I mentioned earlier, like when I get engaged in defensive end spins or something, be able to re-engage and stay just sustain the block. I'd say just run after the catch. I think I do a pretty good job at that, and I mean it's just a good part of the game.
Rob, can you speak to how much Georgia helped you as a prospect?
Yeah, Georgia helped me. I mean, a ton. I mean, obviously, we're going against first-round dudes in defense every single day in practice. So that, like, just that kind of development, going against that kind of competition every day, really kind of improved my game and helped me out. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. Wherever I need to go. Yeah, I think that's just super important for anyone to be on.